there comes a time in life where you sit in introspection and you realize that you need to do something for just beyond yourself. And that's why I found myself on the 29th of August 2025. I found myself in deep reflection, thinking about my life, my goals, the kind of impact I truly wanted to make. And in that moment, I felt a strong impression to start a mentorship program. It was just an idea. I remember having a burden and the desire to see young people, especially those within my circle, just stop reacting to life. I realized that they were just reacting to life. They were not living life intentionally. To become better people, proactive, to take charge, to go into the best versions of themselves. And that's what inspired the vision of the program. More than that, I wanted to build something bigger than individuals, a community of young individuals or young minds who are committed to growth, purpose, and excellence. And the truth is, at the time, the vision wasn't clear at all, but I knew I had to start it. I just knew. And I've noticed something about myself, that anytime I have an idea from God, that's how He works with me. The very next person I speak to about that idea would have either started it or was actively doing it. And that's where I realized that no, I needed to kick this thing going. So I took the bold step. I created a simple advert. I posted it on my WhatsApp channel. At that time, I had a WhatsApp channel for about 450 following. Yeah, I posted it. And guess what? The plan was to just take small people, 10 people, just 10. And within 24 hours, there were 11. 11 people had signed up for it. So I was like, wow. After 24 hours, I said, no, let me just increase it to 15 so that we can cap it at a number that is quite reasonable. So 15 it was. And in less than 48 hours, there were 16 people. I don't know what was happening at that time, but 16 people had registered for it. And so I said, okay, final one, I'm going to do it 20. Final one, 20. So I checked again after, I think, 6 hours, and we were 19 people. That was when I decided that, okay, I remembered someone had told me he wanted mentorship. So I spoke to the person, and the person said, yeah, he's interested. So I was actively on the page. At that time, I was using Google Form. I was on Google Form waiting for his response, so I closed the form. And that was how I started Cohort 1 with 20 people. As the program went on, things became clearer to me. The strategic edge was going to be big. I knew it was going to be big. I didn't have all the structures in place. Everything wasn't fully defined or organized. But I just knew that was going to be big. And one of the most powerful lessons I learned during that season was, if the vision was going to be sustained, I would need right structures. And in building the structures, I had to find people to help so that I don't do it all by myself. I had to delegate some of the tasks to people. That was how I spoke to a friend who was closer. So I was thinking of giving the person an opportunity to be part of this. And that was how I got my operations manager. Yes, my operations manager. That decision changed everything. Now I had time for myself to do other things. Building hasn't been easy at all. To be honest, building hasn't been easy. There were moments I had to ask myself, am I willing to sacrifice for this thing? What am I willing to give up so that this thing would come alive? And yes, that's one thing my man of God has been teaching a lot, that if you really want something to go far, you really believe in your vision, you have to learn how to sacrifice. During Cohort 1, I actually fell sick, I think so. I remember I was in the hospital. When I came back, I had to come and have a session with them. I told them it was serious, but we did it. Because I understood something. When you believe in a vision deeply enough, you show up no matter what. Show up no matter what. But I would advise you to find time to rest. I don't say that because you believe in your vision, so don't rest. You have to find time to rest. If you don't rest, you might end up dying before seeing the vision actualized. And so that was when I transitioned from doing everything by myself, designing the flyers, creating videos, managing communications, interacting with the people. I was getting to do all of it myself, and it really stressed me. I was really strained. And that was when Alisa was also getting to understand the vision. I was still communicating her roles to her and all that. So it took a while. But after some time, she got it. Doing TSE has taught me a lot. I realized that if I had to get people to do what I wanted them to do, I had to build them. I had to be able to do it with the designing, with the graphics, with the videos. I had to play a part in their development before I can put demands on them. So that's how I trained the person who handles designs now. She was from cohort 2. After cohort 2, I decided to have a Canva training for a number of people because of her, so that I would use it to also train others. And with that, now she's getting used to it, she's getting good with it. And she designs now. Now I have time to think about the progress of the program, think about other things while she does the designs. And also from cohort 2, I found another person to handle social media, and she also handles it. So whenever the creative designer designs anything, he sends it to the social media manager, she posts it, and it's done seamlessly. I don't need to be involved in the process. If I'm going to be involved, it's just supervision. So building that structure, building that system helped a lot, and it freed my time to also focus on other things. To be honest, what started as a simple idea was already running, was already evolving, was already growing. From WhatsApp caption to now having a website on itself. And let me tell you the story about having a website. I spoke to a close friend of mine to also work on a website for me, and she designed the first part of it. Initially, it was not really firmed or built, so I didn't share it. We're using Google Workspace for the whole process. But now we use our website, thestrategicedge.com, and that's been the highlight of the journey for me, getting the website. From starting it from website, which was just Google Forms, I realized that doing the website changed a lot, making the registration process very easy for people was a turning point for the program. And in building the website, I spoke to a friend from my church community. She's a student, actually. I told her I wanted her to take this as a project to work on, and she gladly accepted it. I never thought she could do it. I underestimated her, but to be honest, she did it so well. In a few days, she had already built the whole layout, the structure, and I loved it. Though there were a lot of changes, it was good. And that was what I was saying at the turning point of the program. I wanted to make the application process so seamless, so easy. Building the website, after we built it, we had to get a domain for it, because I'm not technically with those things, so I don't know the terms, but I learned it through the process of building it. We had to buy a domain. We bought the domain, and now our website is on Google. When you go on Google, strategicedgeprogram.com, you will find it. Even if you search for Strategic Edge Program, you should see our website pop as a first hyperlink. And that's an achievement that I'm really proud of. And I'm proud of the team as well. I'm proud of the team as well.
Sophia, wait. What is one impact that TSE has had on you?
Oh, TSE. The TSE has made me more self-aware. I recently posted an Instagram post. It's something I have been procrastinating for a year to do. I finally did it, and TSE is what inspired me to do that, and now I'll be posting more. You should check it out. And thank you, TSE, for giving me the opportunity to be part of this beautiful cohort 3. I hope to learn more from the alumni community. Thank you so much.
This past few weeks has been an interesting and educative one. With the help of Coach James, I've been able to plan my daily activities, which actually makes me accountable and my day profitable. I'm able to track my finances, and I'm avoiding the use of filler words in my conversations. There's a whole lot I've come to learn, and I'm really grateful to Coach James and the entire team.
Hi, I'm Una, and I joined Cohort 3 of the Strategic Edge program, and these are some results I've been able to produce. 1. A reward system. An active reward system that celebrates my milestone, and in return, I realized I put in more effort in my future goals. Number 2 is that I track my progress. In tracking your progress, I witness my strengths and my weaknesses and what to put a lot more effort to achieve my future goals. The last one is time management. I recently finished a 32-page research on class conflicts in Kenya, and I bet you I wouldn't have done that if I didn't know what to know in terms of time management.
I just want to say that the TSE effect is real. God has been in this from the very beginning. It's been a journey from cohort 1 to cohort 2 to cohort 3, currently doing cohort 4 as at today, while I'm recording this in 2026, April. We are in cohort 4, and we've had people joining from UK, people joining from US, people joining from Canada, and we are hoping that going forward, more African countries would be part of it so that we can cover most of the or majority of the African countries, because these are some of the things that are needed, the mindset shift, the push. Because our motto in Strategic Edge that will push you off the cliff. See, when you climb a mountain, we send you closer to the cliff, then we push you off. We hope that in the pushing you would end up flying. That's exploring your potential. But if in the process of doing that you fall down, we'll help you climb up again, and we'll push you again. And that's the TSE effect. It's real. And in all, I just want to say I'm very grateful. I'm feeling excited for the future of TSE. I've realized that in the process of building people, in the process of going through the program with people, I've seen people who change fast. I've seen people who change slowly. I've seen people who I'll change, but it takes a while. So I have hope that there will be improvements going forward. I'm looking forward to also collaborating with some other mentorship programs who have like passion and vision, so that we can spread the impact widely. And we can spread the impact widely. And I see my dream, I see my vision coming to pass slowly. And I'm excited. I'm excited for it. And I know that very soon TSE is going to go viral. A lot of organizations will even partner with us to train their staff. I believe it so strongly because we cover a lot of curriculum blocks, from understanding self to pocket life to change mindset, or the growth mindset session. And there are many other things that fall under the curriculum blocks. And it's not just the curriculum blocks that's interesting for me. It's also the community, the team, because we have accountability partners, we have base camps. Base camps is just the groups they are put into so that it will facilitate the networking, the bonding amongst the participants from different backgrounds. But yeah, we carefully and interestingly we take our time to sit down and go through all the applications and pair them based on things we found common amongst them. And it's been good. It's been good. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. Understanding self, to personal branding, to continuous learning, to pocket life, that's the finance part of it. So it's a holistic build-up. It's a holistic build-up. And I would encourage anyone watching, anyone hearing this, to sign up for the Strategic Edge whenever we open applications. Very soon we'll start doing interviews so that we can have fine people to join the program. We want to open it to a lot of people, into the pricing. And it's a paid program, it's not free. It's not free. I wish I could do it free. At the time, the investment involved and the team are actually being paid. We pay the team, the people on the team, we pay them. So if we make it free, it means I'm going to be paying them from my pocket, which I don't think you want me to do, right? So the pricing is just to bring out people who are serious and committed to seeing change. Because over doing it for a long time, even before we started the Strategic Edge, I realized that when we do it for free, people don't take it seriously. So if you pay, you pay attention to it. That's my motto now. If you pay, you pay attention to it. So that's how we price it. We look forward to seeing TSE blossom to become a very big community where everyone feels a sense of belonging in their community and also is thriving in wherever they find themselves. I know that even though some of the things we teach them or some of the things we share with them will not make sense now, and in the future they'll remember it and will have an impact on their lives. And that's what I'm trusting God for. I always pray for them. I always thank God that that is what is going to happen. Because change will take time. It will take time. Some people will happen very fast. Some people will be very slow. I understand that, and we look forward to seeing all of them, all the people from the alumni community to the current cohorts, to the future cohorts, become the best versions of themselves. And that is a brief summary of the journey of TSE, how it started. And I think the Strategic Edge, you should watch out for the Strategic Edge program. It's going to go viral. And if you are in any other country, Africa, Europe, wherever you want to be part of it, you can log on to our website, www.thestrategicedgeprogram.com. Then fill the forms there and get in touch. We'll respond as soon as we see it and take it from there. So thank you so much for being part of this journey. Thank you so much for sharing, for everyone who has told their friends about it, for people who have shared it to their communities, who have told their mentees to join it because of your love for me, because of the trust you have in the work I'm doing. I am so grateful and I don't take it lightly at all. Let's keep sharing so that lives will be changed, lives will be transformed, lives will be impacted. And all to the glory of God, we'll come back in the end and say that, oh, we did our best, and we did. We tried to do what God has called us to do. God is leading us to do. Thank you once again. I appreciate it. I'm sure we'll meet again